Hello? Alright. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Keysith. Thank you for the subscription. Your name is Dave, and you're a driverholic. Oh, that's nice. D. Cohen is shared their Facebook Marketplace profile. I don't actually sell much on Facebook Marketplace. I'm more of an eBay guy myself. Because on Facebook Marketplace you can't see outside of when you can't really reach outside of your general region. I sound sniffy. Really? Maybe I'm breathing into the microphone a bit. I did have surgery last year to correct my septum, so that might be part of it. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at Facebook Marketplace. Deacon says that's probably because you're sane. You mean selling on eBay? I mean, I don't sell much. But it's a good... You sell with shipping? Your listings are buy it now, you can press a button and order it. Oh, that's only in the US. I'm not sure if that feature is available here. Because I'd sell it like that. You have a New South Wales regular customer. Huh. Right. Hang on, how do I... Screen capture. Okay, that's my second monitor. Check out my lovely wallpaper. Pyramids in the long drive. Alright, hang on, let me bring the chat box. If I... Okay, that's better. I hate how my monitor is like a different resolution to the stream, so things sort of get a bit stretched out. Yeah, I have had that problem with Facebook Marketplace. When I sell on there every now and then, stuff that isn't worth putting on eBay. Pyramids in the long drive. It kind of looks like that. There's some lore behind this, actually. This image comes from an Australian like mobile network ad. But I just liked the way it looked. So I edited all the advertising bits out. Kind of low res though, so... Yeah. This is the classic style of payphone that you'll see in Australia. Like, we still have tons of these. Like, I know in the UK and America and most other places in the world, they're getting rid of their payphones, but here we still have them, and nowadays they're free to use as well. And you can call them, so maybe I could hang out near a payphone and give out the number for you guys to call me on stream. That sounds like a bad idea. Anyway, it's just kind of neat. They don't have these yellow handsets in real life though. They're grey or black usually. Right, let's drag this across. Here we go. It might be better if I can capture this entire window somehow. Ah well. Right. Can you see that all right? Is the resolution okay? Should I have some music on in the background? Oh yeah, I can zoom in. Probably could get rid of this weird toolbar here. Firefox for the win, by the way. I ditched Chrome last year when it started lagging out my BlackBerry. And I can't believe I'd never experienced AdBlock on mobile until that point. Seriously. Get Firefox if you're using Android or Windows. It is... I mean, but particularly Android. Because AdBlock on mobile? That is... It's like what the internet was always meant to be. Right, hang on. I'm gonna boot up Long Drive and have the radio going in the background. So you don't have to just listen to my voice. But yeah, you see we've got some cool stuff already. Some vintage TVs, some nice looking vehicles. Quite a few Beetles. I mean, they were common here. What I've noticed is it is insane how expensive minis are, like the old minis. I know people love them, but that is a lot of money. Oh. Wind audio, hang on. Here we go. And I'll just, Oh, look at that! Was that me? That was me. For a minute there I thought going underground weakened the signal, but no. Right, I'm gonna just sit in this basement with the radio on. I can't pause the game and have it play. Hang on, if I Alt-Tab. There we go. Lovely. Alright, let's have a look at this mini. And is the audio okay? I'm not getting drowned out or anything. Let's see. Due to a time waster, my 850 mini is up for sale again. Yes, had a person interested asked me to hold it till today. Now it's decided he hasn't got the funds. Yeah, that's Facebook Marketplace in a nutshell. It's good. Penguins, hello! Just occurred to me I should probably shut the door so if a rabbit finds its way in the house somehow, I won't die. Yeah. Look at that price, though. Like, minis are some of the most expensive classic cars you can get in this country for some reason. Pretty good nick, though. Ooh, I spoke too soon. This is my, my rule of thumb. Top tip. If you're spending over 20 grand on a car, it should come with an intact headliner. You're like a hair's way from being tilted out of your mind all the time, prospective customers. have like not shown up. Yes, that does happen, particularly with older cars, because the sun is yeah, not your friend here. And what you'll also see here is cars with sunburn. I should go to just chatting actually for this. This isn't long drive. Radio's glitching out as it does sometimes. Okay, that's good. But yeah, look at this. It's a parts car. Ooh, yeah, that is definitely a parts car. Look at that rust. That is some weight reduction if I've ever seen it. It's a good looking car though. When they say it's a parts car, they mean the person who buys this is gonna take off this plate and stick it on the one they have, which is technically written off, but looks good. Could make a nice convertible, not wrong. Ooh, that is some very structural rust though. Hi there, Duke. How about this rock song is just not meshing at all. With Down Under in the background. This oh, there is a rabbit in the house. Let's ignore that. Look at this beauty of an automobile. Whole driveline is there, but engine isn't sealed, missing parts. Has been used as a donor car. Sorry for the constant rabbit screams. That's a good fixer-upper. No back glass and you'd never find that. Whole front end's missing. Rabbit just died. Look at that. Someone needed that chunk. I guess theirs was rusty or something. What you'll find a lot of is like 70s and 80s Japanese cars. And before that, you'll find lots of British cars. This one doesn't look too bad. Last registered in 1984. This has been off the road for longer than it's been on the road. Look at that. Sat in a shed until this dude picked it up 6 months ago. Rust in both back doors, rust everywhere. How does this rust form there? I have no clue. They say it's been in a shed, so I bet this thing's gonna be mouse central. Yeah, and a seized engine. The people you worked for out west had bought the town basketball court as a way to store all the broken cars the husband had building up. Honestly, I'd totally rock a car like this. We need something like this in Long Drive. I have not seen that. I have seen several Australian car restoration YouTube channels though. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff like this. Here's something that's not a car. Chrysler 25 TV with built-in record player. This has more speaker than screen. Check out those bezels. I think I need a different source for music. Because the singers kind of speak over me. It's more box than speaker. Yeah. Oh, here's something else cool. It has the different Australian states and the channels on the radio tuner instead of numbers for the frequency. I have a few old radios like that. It's a neat thing. Oh wow, it has a remote. That's a microphone. This looks like some very expensive technology for the time. Built-in timer as well. I've got an LG CRT computer screen, Flatron. I prefer curved CRTs. Yeah, it would have been a few months pay for that bad boy. I bet that would have cost like, what year was that again? Doesn't say. But I'm guessing probably. I mean, this sort of thing was in fashion from the 60s to the early 80s, really. But I'm guessing this is probably 70s. So it would have probably been like a, I don't know, $700 or more Australian. A lot of money. And now you can just walk into any like shop and buy a flat screen for sometimes $50 for a small one. Or 300 if you want a slightly crappy widescreen thing. You know what's amazing? How much TVs depreciate. Like, we got our TV used. It's a Sony. It's a Sony. Anyone else remember that slogan? But yeah, we got our TV used, and it was like half the price of what one costs new, and it was barely used. Like, the owners had used it for half a year and then had to move. Look at this thing. Longview Border Patrol. Oh, this is like someone's edgy military fetish car. Yeah, and there's that rust. So many cars from this era have that rust around the rear window. Oh, there's two of them. You love Valiants. They are good looking. I love those tail lights. They look like neon almost. I know they're not, but they have that sort of feel. There's the wiper motor, I believe. No wipers though. But that's the least of this car's worries. Or these aftermarket horns. Yeah. Your uncle had a really nice VG. Let's look that up. That is good looking. A lot of Australians actually forget that we had Chryslers. Look at this Subaru here. 350. It's really strange to me when I see a car that has lots of plastic parts kind of rusting like this. I might put the long drive radio back on. Have it on low volume though. Ask an Australian what a Leyland is and no one will remember. And you could ask a British person that too. I mean, it's really weird to me when I see cars that have lots of like plastic parts and the plastic still looks alright, but there's rust peeking out from behind. Like, today's cars are all going to be like that, and yep, there's the rust around the rear window again. I wonder how that forms. I mean, yeah, plastic does last forever. We've got the West End cans. That is classy. Was the Morris Marina a Leyland car? Because I know Top Gear hates it, but I actually have a weird fascination with these. We never got them here, but the square steering wheel. Actually, no, that was the Allegro, wasn't it? I spelled Austin again. There we go. Yes, this. Why is it low res? Look at that. It was also amazing to me. There are a lot of worst cars of all time. And maybe this is one, but there are a lot of cars worse. There are actually a lot of Morris Minors in Australia that you can find. It's reflesh. I was about to say reflesh. Ew. Let's refresh the page. Combis, they're another ludicrously expensive vehicle. A plane. What's this? I've never seen that before. A Sunbeam. I know Sunbeam is a company that makes irons and toasters and things. Kind of cute. I like the dashboard. 1947, wow. But it's just insane how expensive Volkswagen combis are. Because they're such pop culture icons. Like, this one's $7,000 in this condition, and it will sell. Not been on the road for many years, rust in all the usual spots. It will sell. Someone's advertising a camera with this picture they've taken. I don't think I can show that on Twitch. Penguin says they'd love an old Volkswagen camper van, but they know they'll never get one. Yeah, same, honestly. Though, honestly, nowadays I'd probably prefer a My Summer Car van, which is a bit easier to come by. Look at these funky tail lights. It's like they stuck the tail fins on sideways. Not much rust. I think not much is relative, but as long as it's not forming a hole through it, it's probably fine. Ooh. Split screen. Most things were back then. Look at this mess of an interior. No rips in the seats though. Interesting. Someone will probably have that. Beetle. Beetles are also becoming expensive. Looks good till you got to the inside. This one's a Bumblebee special. It's one of the 70s ones where they started putting plastic all over the interior. And it just looks so weird because this looks like an interior from a later model car. In this like straight out of the 1940s shell. A lot of old TVs, because I've searched for these in the past. And decent prices too, but nothing where I live. Oh, it's sold already. Let's see what brands we have. That's a National, or a Panasonic. A Philips. What's this one? Iowa? Yep, Awa. I think they were an Australian brand. Love the fake wood all over the front. And so many ads on Facebook. Look at this. That is a pretty forlorn sight. There's just something that looks physically sad about this. Like, the vehicle itself looks sad. They've replaced the glove box with extra gauges. There's no floor. There is no floor to speak of. I guess this is a Flintstones mobile. There is just something indescribably creepy about Beetles without headlights. It's like a fish with its eyes gouged out. Someone's renting a Ford Festiva. Good to go, yep. You're not wrong there, penguins. These are funky little things. 120 per week. The $500 bond. I guess I can see. So many like promoted ads from companies. Like this entire side here is all ads. Shame uBlock isn't picking those up. Another Valiant. This looks, yeah, restored. Well, this was fun. Shall we, play some Long Drive now? Or do you guys want to keep looking at Facebook Marketplace? Well, that's a good idea, actually. This ad just gave me a thought. Ah. Zico and says, look up more vintage computers. Look up vintage computers and comics and things. I heard the Commodore ad and I thought, you know what? Yeah. I heard this Commodore ad on the radio. You might not be able to. I thought, yeah, let's search for that. I should look at some ads every stop we come to. Oh, that's a good idea. There's some boxed games on tape. A 1541 disc drive for $325 in the box. That's a bit pricey. I got my Commodore 64 for less than that. And I got my other Commodore 64 for less than that. And I got my other Commodore 64 for less than that. And I got my VIC-20 for less than that. Decoen says, I can pretend I'm driving an hour and a half to save $4 to $6 on shipping for some Hot Wheels. Penguins is getting ready for work. Penguins. I'm sure this is a question everybody asks people who work in the garbage collection industry. But what's the strangest thing you've seen that someone's thrown away, if you actually pay attention to that sort of things? Ooh, look at this. This is sketchy as hell. Here's a warning to everybody who has a Commodore 64. Don't use the OG power supplies. They go bad and they pump out too much voltage and they will wreck things. Untested as I don't have the computer. Yeah, right. I bet this person has fried their Commodore 64 and they're just offloading the power supply. I've had that happen several times. What's the Walkinshaw model? What do you mean? Oh, here's some Hot Wheels. Silver car. Oh. Yesterday he found a full bottle of spirits. The bottle was still sealed and only simply dirty. Guy who found it took it home with him. Gotta say, being able to keep cool stuff you find is definitely a perk of that job. Looks pretty cool. Let's look up this model. I haven't really heard of it. Oh, it's got like a sporty body kit on it. He took it out of the box to take photos. Value ruined. Bottle of Jägermeister. I butchered that pronunciation, but let's have a look. Wow, that looks yeah, that is expensive. I mean, I don't know how much liquor costs, but it does look pretty cool. Sketchy mods installed from the factory, so you don't have to do it yourself. I'm not sure. I have mixed feelings about these like body kits on cars. I guess if it came like that, then it's kind of excusable. Oh, these are still cheap. Old Commodores. It's sort of like a stereotype in Australia. Look at this one wheel from probably a much nicer car. Pathetic 4.9 litre V8, but still an icon of Aussie motorsport, indeed. This is from the era where everything sort of had to look weirdly organic. Like everything was like soft lines. Wait, look at this, look at this. Electric mirrors, but manual window. Wowza. 50 quid just for the bottle. 60 if it was full. That's like... That means the actual liquid's only worth £10, which sounds about right. Yeah. Look at this one picture. Sniped from carsales.com. Wonder if this is a scam. Remember Dick Johnson having a big whinge when Ford announced the Falcons would no longer have ashtrays? The limited edition bottle shot up in value. Interesting. 82 Commodore. In this lovely sort of... Is that ocean spray, would you say? With amazingly thin wheels, like thin tires. Ooh, aftermarket steering wheel. I do not like aftermarket steering wheels. It's one of my least favorite things to see on a car. Oh, it's painted on the inside as well. That might have been factory color. Hang on, from this angle it looks green here. But from this angle it doesn't. Did they paint this after taking the pictures? Yeah. Need a bit more rubber there. One person that you collected from yesterday always leaves a 6-pack of wagon wheels out. That is nice. .253 V8. It's all Commodores. Why is it all Commodores now? It's all Holdens. I didn't search for... Oh, I did search for Commodore. Oh, my mistake. Let's just have a look in the vehicles category without entering anything. Oh, look, this one's free. What a deal. A Gemini. Ooh. Every Gemini I've seen has been in this condition. I do like the hidden, well, it's supposed to be hidden fuel filler, though. I love how it's just in a car park in this condition. Like, this is how you'd find a car in the long drive. Quite literally. Some of the bits are more rusted than others and everything. Oh, the old Holden logo. Knowing the time is just as important as knowing how fast you're going. Don't forget that. And a master warning light. I guess, is that master cylinder, or if there's anything wrong with the car at all that lights up? Oh, for swaps. Honestly, this one looks pretty decent condition. It's kind of weird they've attached screenshots. Is this... This is the GTA, like, font. Well played, ACT Region Crime Stoppers. Subarus. They're quite popular, or were. You see a lot of them from this era. A Magna. Some of these were actually built in Australia. 2 pictures. Both from a car wash. You had a wagon phase and you were gonna get a Forester. My wagon phase has not ended. In fact, let me see if this one's still up. Oh, it is not. I think it's sold. But there was a Renault 12 for sale recently. Let's have a look at a Renault 16. This would be cool in long drive. That sloping rear back. Just said rear back, that means the same thing. Not a great front though. Didn't take too long to go back to a ute. I prefer wagons to utes. Oh, it's got the Renault 16 so you can remember what exact car you're driving. Got that on the dashboard. I used to pronounce Renault as Renault. Ooh, 1970 Volvo Unknown. Yep, that looks pretty unknown to me. I have no idea what that is. Actually, it's a mirror from a truck, maybe? Yeah, that looks like it. You're a tradie and utes are essential for what you need to carry. Can do vans as well, but you wanted a 4x4. Fair enough. Hi Ace. That's like a modern version of the My Summer Car van. Well, semi-modern. It's still several generations old. I've been at this for nearly 50 minutes already. I think that's most of the interesting ones for now. Right, I'll get long drive loading up. Let's see what happened to that rabbit, because I'm pretty sure it got inside and... Yeah. This rabbit got inside. Did this rabbit spawn in the building? I think it might have. This does seem like a car hole stream so far. Where is he when that Volvo Unknown came? Yeah, he'd have been able to tell us what that was. Alright, let's load this up. Oh yeah, we're on a hill. Anyway, let's keep looking. This is literally the trailer from The Long Drive. That is it. That is the thing. It's the same thing. Pretty cool. Let's have a look at look at this Fiesta. It looks like it crashed there. This is what I was talking about. You see up here? That is sunburn. That's where the sun has burned the clear coat off. Surprisingly, the bonnet's still fine. That's usually the first thing to go. Yeah, not a bad color. Oh. Hang on. Long drive. Load it up. A free Commodore 64 power supply. Don't. If you ever see one of these, don't. It's not worth it. Unless you need like the make an offer. This is something I hate. People will put something up for free and then say make an offer. This looks really dirty and manky. This is actually quite close to the Satsuma in terms of era and model. Long Drive special car on Facebook Marketplace. This would also be at home in the Long Drive, you're not wrong. Penguin says the car is not frozen over and it's like -2 out there. Sounds like a win to me. Oh, look at that. You see that quite often here in Australia? Such is life. And that's Ned Kelly, a famous outlaw who's part of popular culture here. Usually among not sure how best to say it. Usually among certain demographic of people who coincidentally also are often found on Facebook. Yeah. Definitely very patriotic. You know, the person's very patriotic when you see this sticker, despite the fact that Ned Kelly was a criminal. Anyways, let's play some Long Drive now. The kind of person who just discovered fire. He actually said, c'est la vie, not such is life, but it means the same thing. I didn't know that. I always thought he said such is life, but wasn't the first one to say it, like he didn't invent the phrase or anything. I've actually been to the big Ned Kelly statue. because Australia has big statues of anything and everything that relates to our culture, even slightly. You have a Ned Kelly tattoo. Yeah, just Bogan things. I didn't quite know how to respond to that. But yeah, usually when someone has a Ned Kelly tattoo, they're not the sort of person you would often want to associate with. Also, we are really struggling on this hill here. Got it nearly 20 years ago. Yes, that sounds about right. I don't really... I mean... I'm not really planning to get any tattoos, and I don't have any. I don't even have any piercings, that's how vanilla I am. It's just the sort of thing like, yeah, just the sort of thing like, what if, like, my opinions and things change in the future? As they should? Like, because of course, everyone, learns new things and then reevaluates their standings and stuff like that. Advice for if you even have the slightest doubt about tattoos, don't get them. That is good advice. And if you do want the tattoo experience, permanent markers and temporary tattoos both exist. That's advice from someone with both hands tattooed. It's taking all of my willpower not to make a joke about just getting out of jail in my summer car upon hearing that. I'm sorry. Sounds like Grandma won't be offering you coffee anymore. Spent over 10 days in jail. Oop. What are we at, by the way? 3,238.9. Well, 39 now. Don't cheap out if you make the choice is second advice. And review the artist and their work post-healing. Shouldn't you review the artist and their work before getting it done? Like, as well? Oh, sorry. On their Instagram, ah. You had a what is my voice? This is what not streaming for a month does to me. You had a tattoo done by an apprentice. Both the best and worst $30 you ever spent. Other people have talked about this, but what I really don't get is people who have default tattoos. Like, they'll walk in and they'll point to one on the board and they'll say, "Yes, give me that." Like, you just had clip art installed onto your body. The cut and paste, yeah. Gentleman Lucifer says they're still gonna waste their money and get a duck tattoo. And that's not autocorrect, they meant a duck. Getting real clip art would be funny as hell. And it's gotta be like the 90s stuff. From like a 5,000 clip art images CD. Just pick a number at random between 1 and 5,000 and see what image that is, and then get that tattooed. Clip art tattoo roulette. This reminds me, I have a CD that is specifically all Australian clip art. Hang on, let me get this for you guys. It's hilarious. Why get clip art when you can get Clippy? This is called the Down Under Collection Deluxe. I gotta show this to you. Love how they've got inkjet on there. Yeah, of course it's inkjet compatible. It's pictures. And this stretched out CD. Windows and Macintosh, that dates this. Yes, the Down Under Collection Deluxe True Blue clip art for home and school by New Horizons nh.com.au. I wonder if that domain's still up. If it's not, it's definitely been sniped. It's a 2-letter domain. Yeah, it's been sniped. It's now a real estate thing. Let's see, how many pictures does this have? 1,500s, both in full color and black and white. Designed specifically for use in Australian home and schools. That's right, you Kiwis. Not for you. Not compatible, it won't work. Features over 50 categories, including junior, primary, science, transport, Australian wildlife, Australian culture, and Australian history. Let me guess, the history only goes back 200 years. Just drop them into your favorite word processor, presentation, painting, or desktop publishing program. Education. This extensive clip art collection will help illustrate, enliven and enhance a wide variety of educational tasks such as assignments, reports, homework, sheets, school newsletters, and multimedia creations. I'd love to see every piece of media that actually features an image on this disc in it. That'd be like one of my genie wishes. Bring me a copy of everything that actually used an image from here. Home publishing. You will also find the images suitable for greeting cards, invitations, and other home publishing projects. Images are in pixel-based formats, so no vectors. They've got a phone number. Do I call it? And an address. There's the disc. That is one handsome disc. Sorry, I'm just talking about clip art. 2001 this is from. Oh, and someone's handwritten instructions on how to copy the pictures in to Word. Did I drop Lego? I think that was just the disc rattling in the case. I am sorry for spending so much time on that. But I do find that extremely funny, and the pictures on there are even funnier. Oh, I forgot I was traveling at like 200 k's an hour just now. That's probably a good time to save as well, so we don't have to struggle up that hill again if we end up crashing. There we go. Now we want to build up some momentum for this hill. That did not work. It did not work. Oh, did I have the handbrake on? That would explain it. Oh, and there's a UFO coming. Or is... Oh, wait, no, there isn't. I can just hear one. Off in the sky somewhere. Duke says, have a great rest of your stream. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and sharing your tattoo wisdom. I'll see you at some point in the future. Where is that UFO? Every time I hear one, I try and spot where it is in the sky. Oh, it's right there. It's actually kind of funny. Those things move at the fastest possible speed in the game. Which is like 700 kilometers an hour, I think. So even if you use development mode to fly after one, you'll not catch up to it because you're moving at the same speed. I mean, of course, when they're on the road and they reach a car, they slow down. But apart from that, they're traveling at the fastest possible speed. This looks like the van the Wet Bandits from Home Alone use. Now I have to check. Thank you. Let's see. Oh no, it does. It does. Thank you. It's not quite as blue, but it's pretty close. And I would have never drawn that connection myself. I just realized I didn't put up a picture on stream for you guys to see. Sorry about that. Ooh, more hills. I think there was a way to turn the car on the back on. Like, start the engine and put a brick on the accelerator to have it pull its own weight as well. Is that front wheel even touching? Barely. What's really amazing to me about this game is how if you reach a hill you can't climb in the car, get out and push, and that'll always work. It'll be slow, but it will work, and it's kind of funny to me. Like, technically, you're stronger than the engine at times. Should we stop there? Do we need anything? Your car does this speed without an extra car on the back on hills? What car do you have again? Ago. We don't have those here. In Australia, I mean, or in the game. Oh, it's not liking this. I need to go in and sort out the volume levels for all the different songs because they're all either louder or quieter than each other. Only 5 gears and no desire to reach the 5th one. Nice. The vast majority of cars in this game only have 4 gears. And probably wouldn't benefit from a 5th. Because like you say, not enough power to actually get there. Oil's looking alright, we'll top it up though. Let's have a look here. No zombies, that's good. There is a shovel clipping though. Several Commodores, although I've kind of stopped collecting those because I've got so many. That's a mixture of petrol and oil, but not a good one. And we don't have a 2-stroke anyway, so... A book. I feel like a really cool feature for this game would be the ability to import ebooks into like a folder and then have them appear as actual books. Like you'd be able to open these and read them. I mean, like you'd have to zoom in heavily, but you could totally pick up and flip over each page in this game. The ability to read. I mean, I guess you could call it that. One thing though, this would be a physics nightmare. Like you'd have to be able to man, I guess if they made it so when the book's closed, all the pages have physics lock, and that you have to interact with it to open it, that could work. But if they didn't do that, it would be a physics nightmare. I want to toss this in the air and shoot it, kinda. Nice. Do it like Minecraft? Ah, so you can copy and paste things into books. Let's help this on its way. American moment. Finds a random gun on the ground and then starts shooting it everywhere. Does sound pretty American. Forgot to close the window. Wait, did I? No. Forgot to close the engine cover. Look at, we're like actually on the top of a hill here. Like right on the crest. That's quite neat. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to save and then go barreling down the side. Should we do that? I kind of want to do that. And they say only Red Dead is scenic. I mean, this is about as beautiful as the same mountain copy-pasted can get. I mean, Mesa, sorry, not mountain. I guess it counts as both, basically. Or not. I don't know how geography works. Bit bouncy. Oop. That was kind of expected. Sort of lost control there. But this sort of gets to a point where you can't brake. Because the car behind's built up so much momentum, it's pushing you forward. Keysith says, ouch. Yeah. Is this actually a good time to stream? Is it too late or too early for anyone? Pleasant 8:17 a.m. That's good. Seven 17 a.m. You have slept. Okay, so I'm tapping the brakes, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, it is now. Okay, so they are working, it's just that when I can't hear the squealing sound, I feel like they aren't. Cahal, hello, hello. How you doing? For those of you who aren't aware of Carhol, he's a great streamer. One of my favorites. Definitely check him out, give him a follow. Just got home from work, nice. We've been doing some driving, tackling these hills. I checked out Australian Facebook Marketplace earlier. A lot of cool old cars. A lot of less cool old cars as well. Thinking about old cars in Australia. Yes. Hang on. Thinking about old cars in Australia is it's quite dry, so there isn't much rust. But on the other hand, most of them are near the coast, so actually there is quite a bit of rust. We saw a lot of Volkswagen Beetles. A very pricey Mini. A few Chrysler Valiants in various states of decay. And a whole bunch of Holden Commodores. Mostly from the late 90s, early 2000s. Carl says they'd love a 1998 Mazda Demio /121 Metro. We did see quite a few Datsuns. Like, same era as the Satsuma as well. But the car the Satsuma was based on wasn't sold in Australia. So, sadly, none of those here. Ford Laser, we did get those. In fact, there was a white 1989 one. Or maybe 1987, I can't remember which. There was one of those in a yard at my college that we practiced on as automotive students. And when I say practiced on, dissected would be a better term, because you could tell it hadn't run in ages, and the head gasket was... I mean, not the head gasket, the entire cylinder head was on the passenger seat most of the time. Oh! Reached the point where it won't climb. Carl says their station wagon is basically a Ford Laser that was built in Mexico with a Mercury badge. Mercury is a cool name for a car. Oh look, the tree has roots. In my opinion, we need more cars named after toxic metals. Mercury Tracer, ooh, that is cool. really not having a fun time with these hills. Come on. You can do it. Please. Yay. I was thinking about this van, it'll get there in the end. You just gotta put in enough time and effort and it will get there. I mean, you can say that about pretty much any vehicle in this game. This is some very unfriendly terrain. Ah, this... These gosh darn extra light things I have installed on the back there, they're kind of catching a bit. Right, we're doing a healthy 40 k's an hour just about. We gotta keep zigzagging. Damn it, didn't have enough power. No. Slow is fast, less mistakes. I mean, one wrong move and I go careening back down the hill, so it's only partially true, but looks like this is the most extreme angle that'll still work. Are we running out of oil or something? I just topped it up, so nope. I've done that a few times. I'm like, why isn't it moving? And then there's like 0.1 liters of oil. It's hard to make sharp turns in this, which is also not great for maneuvering up hills where you can build up momentum and then spin around and still have it. I'm not even going fast enough to break the tumbleweed. Wait a minute, the road curves. The road goes the other way. Oh no. No, I'm trying to put the brakes on. No, stop, stop, stop. We're doomed. Down to hell. Monka S. Looking pretty grim. Determined to bring this car to the end with me, though. Hershey's Bar Guy 14 says, I should keep making this all this longer and keep adding cars to make a car snake. That would be fun, but we're struggling up hills as it is. And I think one more car and it would barely move at all. Bus. Buses do exist in this game. Yeah, most people do. Sorry. Frozen tree. You make drag cars using the bus wheels as back wheels and bike ones on the front. That's pretty fun. Oh no, it stopped moving up. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is a pretty extreme angle. Might just have to go around the mountain. Like, look at the spirit level, it's all the way on the right there. That's what these things are called in my country. Spirit levels. Just call it a level. Ah, interesting. I'm Australian. The Twitch tags probably say that. In German, it's Wasserwaj. 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 I cannot pronounce words in foreign languages. So, water balance. That makes sense. Thanks for the follow. What's this badge you have? Twitch Recap 2023, huh? Interesting. No dog? No, I don't have a dog. Oh. Answer is still no. I do have a whole bunch of computers though. Because I like them. That's the only reason. Scenery is quite beautiful. Video game lights use real electricity. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Let's turn those off. Save power. Alright, we're making our way around. Hopefully we can rejoin the road. Although in theory just traveling in that direction for long enough will get us to it. Making my way downtown. Like making my way to Mum's house. Can't get that song out of your head. A lot of people haven't. We're getting some really interesting terrain. Guess because we're over 3,000 kilometers in, the code's starting to get funky, as it does. Anyone see a road? I don't. Unless it's done like a 90-degree turn, I have no clue where it could be. I don't see it going up that hill, so maybe it's all the way out in the desert now. Now's the time to save. Yeah. You can see the mechanism I have to hold it in place. Anyways, we'll load that save and salvage the situation. Attach a trailer to the car so I can carry all the computational devices. That's a good idea, actually. Except trailers aren't hugely stable in this game. Loading. Nothing is stable in this game, no. The game usually isn't stable on this game. You're right there. You're right. It's not. Thing about loading a save is that it kills all the momentum. So it'll just be still, like that. Now we can continue. Wow, look at this terrain. It's so strange. Never seen anything like it. The road's got to be around here somewhere. Maybe over this next hill. Oh. I was steering away from it at full lock and it was still just gravitating towards that. I'm gonna update my Flipper Zero in the meantime. Let's see. Why did it download it twice? That's weird. Yeah. Oh no, grass. Oh no. Things just aren't going well. Do I have binoculars still? I do. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna scout first. So I can see which direction I need to go in. Can't see the road anywhere. Things are looking pretty grim. Let's go ahead just in the van for now. See if we can find things. I'm pretty sure it'll be in this direction. Oh, there goes the radiator. Oh. Rip. Well, that's a good a place as any to end things for today's stream, I reckon. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Hope you all enjoyed. Had a lot of fun looking at cars on Facebook Marketplace. Got to do that again sometime. One sec. Just sorting something out. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow at around the same time, if not sooner. And yeah, have a good night.